Hi, I'm Silvia Coulter, a principal with LawVision Group, and I'm here today at Marketing Partner Forum with Michael Caplan from Goodwin. Mike, I know you had a session today with in-house counsel, and you were talking about building strategic alliances and aligning with the client. Can you tell me a little bit about, maybe top 3 things that were discussed and some of the takeaways from that?
Sure. So first, thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. At Goodwin, I'm the Chief Operating Officer, and I've been at Goodwin for 3 years. But prior to Goodwin, I spent close to 20 years on the client side as the Chief Operating Officer of 2 large corporate legal departments. So I bring the client perspective and the law firm perspective. So when I joined Goodwin, one of the key focus areas for me was to really understand how we could differentiate ourselves and how we can make sure that at Goodwin, besides our name brand, how can we with clients stay relevant? And how can we do something that's unique and different in terms of business development and marketing and approach? And the 3 things that I think really stood out today, number 1 was, when you're going to a pitch as a partner of a law firm, think about taking a unique approach to that pitch by taking people from operations, because a lot of what we're doing at Goodwin today is when we go to a pitch, I'll go, or my CIO will go, or someone in my knowledge management team will go, or somebody else in marketing will go, and we discuss ways that we can help them operationally. We don't charge for that, but what it does is it brings a different business approach. It's the business of law, which allows our lawyers and our partners to do what they do well, which is the practice of law. So they own the relationship, they're the revenue generators, but we help maintain the relevance with our client by discussing technology and electronic billing and outside counsel spend and different operational components and our artificial intelligence.
And I would think the clients really appreciate that perspective because they certainly consider themselves as business people first.
Absolutely, and what they really understand is, okay, wow, this law firm isn't just here to pitch their legal services, but they're a full service business, just like we are.
Right.
So how can we work with their operational people? And for us, what it does is it gets us the opportunity to keep our lawyers relevant in their minds for their legal services. So it's a really nice approach, and it's a differentiator for us.
I know one of the other key areas that you all talked about was the operations side and technology, pricing, billing, all those kinds of things, and how, I guess it doesn't seem real creative, but it is actually really creative for a law firm to consider bringing that to bear on pitching clients, meeting with clients.
Absolutely. One of the things we really focused on was when clients hire a law firm and they look at outside counsel, they expect to get good legal advice. There's a lot of good lawyers and there's a lot of good law firms. So pricing is still one of the preeminent factors in law firm selection. But what law firms need to do today is they need to be proactive in the conversation. They need to reach out to their clients and they need to say, look, let's talk about your predictability. How can we invest in your success?
Right.
How can we help you with your risk management? So that's not only about alternate fee arrangements in terms of fixed fee pricing, but it's about leverage. It's about building institutional knowledge in terms of associates and partners to get better educated into your clients. But then it's also about saying, help us invest in your risk. So we'll do this over a period of time and not charge you. We'll make sure that we can give you secondments. We'll do retainers. We'll do 5 hours of free time for a specific matter. There's many different ways to look at pricing outside of the traditional AFA model that a client feels, okay, wow, this law firm's invested in me. They have skin in the game with me. On the flip side, as a law firm, we expect the client to say, okay, you're investing in our risks, so we want to invest in your success. So if you do something as an investment, how can we pay you a success fee? How can we make you feel that you get the positive outcome on a matter, whether it's a litigation or a transaction, as opposed to investing in our risk on a potential negative outcome? So that's a big part of the dialogue that you have to have today with clients, and where the real roadmap is, Sylvia, it's getting the lawyers in the law firm to not only know what I know, but to be proactive and engage my team in those conversations. So when I first started at Goodwin, it was me. And I had to really weave myself into those conversations. But success is very contagious. And when that started to lead to revenue and it started to lead to staying relevant with clients, and clients started to ask about data privacy and data security and artificial intelligence and technology solutions and helping with contracts, we started bringing different people of our professional staff. We call our professional staff the GO team for global operations. There's a lot of inspiration that goes behind that, but it's also to help our lawyers, which is the practice of law, and my team, the business of law, better collaborate. And that's our culture. That's a differentiator
And
for
it
us.
sounds like the clients were really receptive to that on the panel, that they appreciate, we heard it on a couple of panels in fact, that they really appreciate having access to that and invite people to come and talk with them.
Yeah, you know, I would find it odd if the clients didn't appreciate that, because to me it's obvious. I think that when you sit with a client and say, let us help you operationally, let us help you manage your spend, let us help you be more successful, let us invest in your risk, that to me is an obvious conversation, which is why it's so successful. What you have to do on the law firm side is you have to get your partners to really believe in that, and it's a process. But once people start to believe in it and then success comes from that, it spreads very quickly, which we've done at Goodwin.
And was there a third takeaway from the panel?
You know, the third takeaway from the panel for me was, you know, one of the other panelists said, which is true and continues to be true, regardless of your role, whether you're an operations business person like myself or you're a partner dealing in the practice of law, you have to listen. You know, you have to know your client's business. You have to understand their products and services. You have to sit with them and say, how can we help you? And you have to proactively reach out and ask that question. And you have to proactively reach out after you get the answer from them and provide them information that's meaningful, that helps them be successful, make your client look good. So the more you can listen and engage, it's a people business, you're building the relationship, and the better you make your client look, the more successful you'll end up being.